Ballad of Launcelot and Elaine by Edgar Lee Masters. It was a hermit on Whitsunday that came to the Table Round. King Arthur, wit ye by what knight may the Holy Grail be found? By never a knight that liveth now, by none that feasteth here. King Arthur marvelled when he said, He shall be got this year. Then uprose brave Sir Launcelot, and there did mount his steed, and hastened to a pleasant town that stood in knightly need. Where many people him acclaimed, he passed the Corbin pounte, and there he saw a fairer tower than ever was his wont. And in that tower for many years a dolorous lady lay, whom Queen Northgalis had bewitched, and also Queen le Fay. And Launcelot loosed her from those pains, and there a dragon slew. Then came King Pelles out and said, Your name, brave knight and true? My name is Pelles, wit ye well, and king of the far country, and I, Sir Knight, am cousin nigh to Joseph of Armuthy. I am Sir Launcelot du Lake. And then they clung them fast, and yede into the castle hall to take the king's repast. Anon there cometh in a dove by the window's open fold, and in her mouth was a rich censer, that shone like Ophir gold. And therewithal was such savour as bloweth over sea from a land of many coloured flowers and trees of spicery. And therewithal was meat and drink, and a damsel passing fair, betwixt her hands of tulip white, a golden cup did bear. Oh, Jesu, said Sir Launcelot, what may this marvel mean? That is, said Pelles, richest thing that any man hath seen. Oh, Jesu, said Sir Launcelot, what may this sight avail? Now wit ye well, said King Pelles, that was the Holy Grail. Then by this sign King Pelles knew Elaine his fair daughter should lie with Launcelot that night, and Launcelot with her. And that this twain should get a child before the night should fail, who would be named Sir Galahad, and find the Holy Grail. Then cometh one hight Dame Brisen with Pelles to confer. Now, wit ye well, Sir Launcelot loveth but Guinevere. But if ye keep him well in hand, the while I work my charms, the maid Elaine, ere spring of morn, shall lie within his arms. Dame Brisen was the subtlest witch that was that time in life, she was as if Beelzebub had taken her to wife. Then did she cause one known of face to Launcelot to bring, as if it came from Guinevere, her wonted signet ring. By holy rood, thou comest true, for well I know thy face. Where is my lady? Asked a knight, there in the castle case. 'Tis 5 leagues scarcely from this hall, up spoke that man of guile. I go this hour, said Launcelot, though it were 50 mile. Then sped Dame Brisen to the king and whispered, and we thrive. Elaine must reach the castle case ere Launcelot arrive. Elaine stole forth with 20 knights and a goodly company. Sir Launcelot rode fast behind, Queen Guinevere to see. Anon he reached the castle door. Oh, fond and well deceived, and there it seemed the queen's own train Sir Launcelot received. Where is the queen? Quoth Launcelot, for I am sore bestead. Have not such haste, said Dame Brisen, the queen is now in bed. Then lead me thither, saith he, and cease this jape of thine. Now sit thee down, said Dame Brisen, and have a cup of wine. For wit ye not that many eyes upon you here have stared. Now have a cup of wine until all things may be prepared. Elaine lay in a fair chamber, twixt linen sweet and clean. Dame Brisen all the windows stopped, that no day might be seen. Dame Brisen fetched a cup of wine and Launcelot drank thereof. No more of flagons, saith he, for I am mad for love. Dame Brisen took Sir Launcelot where lay the maid Elaine. Sir Launcelot entered the bedchamber the queen's love for to gain. Sir Launcelot kissed the maid Elaine, and her cheeks and brows did burn, and then they lay in others' arms until the morn's undern. Anon Sir Launcelot arose and toward the window groped, and then he saw the maid Elaine when he the window oped. Ah, traitorous, saith Launcelot, and then he gat his sword, that I should live so long and now become a knight abhorred. False traitorous, saith Launcelot, and then he shook the steel. Elaine skipped naked from the bed and, for the knight did kneel. I am King Pelles' own daughter and thou art Launcelot, the greatest knight of all the world. This hour we have begot. Oh, traitorous Brisen, cried the knight, oh, charmed cup of wine, that I this treasonous thing should do for treasures such as thine. Have mercy, saith maid Elaine, thy child is in my womb. Thereat the morning's silvern light flooded the bridal room. That light it was a benizon. It seemed a holy boon, as when behind a rack of cloud shineth the summer moon. And in the eyes of maid Elaine looked forth so sweet a faith, Sir Launcelot took his glittering sword, and thrust it in the sheath. So God me help, I spare thy life, but I am wretch and thrall, if any let my sword to make Dame Brisen's head to fall. So have thy will of her, she said, but do to me but good, for thou hast had my fairest flower, which is my maidenhood. And we have done the will of God, and the will of God is best. Sir Launcelot lifted the maid Elaine and hid her on his breast. Anon there cometh in a dove, by the window's open fold, and in her mouth was a rich censer that shone like beaten gold. And therewithal was such savour, as bloweth over sea, from a land of many coloured flowers and trees of spicery. And therewithal was meat and drink, and a damsel passing fair, betwixt her hands of silver white a golden cup did bear. O Jesu, said Sir Launcelot, what may this marvel mean? That is, she said, the richest thing that any man hath seen. O Jesu, said Sir Launcelot, what may this sight avail? Now wit ye well, said maid Elaine, this is the Holy Grail. And then a nimbus light hung o'er her brow so fair and meek, and turned to orient pearls the tears that glistered down her cheek. And a sound of music passing sweet went in and out again. Sir Launcelot made the sign of the cross, and knelt to maid Elaine. Name him whatever name thou wilt, but be his sword and mail thrice tempered, 'gainst a wayward world, that lost the Holy Grail. Sir Launcelot sadly took his leave and rode against the morn. And when the time was fully come Sir Galahad was born. Also he was from Jesu Christ, our Lord, the 8th degree, likewise the greatest knight this world may ever hope to see.